Alright, welcome to another KeyForge deck reveal and review. This is Andrew, and today I'm going to be going over a mass mutation deck, and this is one of the print and play decks that FFG provided, so I'll provide a link in the video description in case you aren't aware of this, but the basic gist of it is that because of COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 and the lockdowns in a lot of places, Mass Mutation's release date has been delayed, and Fantasy Flight Games decided to do us all a solid and release 4 print and play decks that we could mess around with at home. So because I have other KeyForge players in my house, I went ahead and actually did print out the cards and cut them and stuffed them in other cards, so, in sleeves with other cards, with another deck. Someone has, Sky Jedi, already put these up on Tabletop Simulator, so it's fairly easy to get them in and playable in Tabletop Simulator as well. And I've heard some, speculation about possibly getting them playable on other ways to play online too. But playing them in person was fun, so we printed them out, we played them. I played 3 games with various combinations of them, so I think I've played two of them, and my daughter played the other 2, and then in the third game I played one of the same ones, and my nephew played the other one I'd played. So anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do them in order in the way they're numbered. So this is deck 1, rapidly ever-changing Sadao. It is Sanctum, Saurian, and Untamed, and yeah, remember, we get Sanctum back, so that's pretty cool. So I'm doing them in this order to be fast because I've already seen the decks. So we're starting off with Word of Returning, and that is pretty cool. Word of Returning is an action with a bonus amber, and it says deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each amber on it. Move each amber from those creatures to your pool. When Worlds Collide came out, there was talk about how Word of Returning is pretty good against Saurian strategies and against Worlds Collide, I think, in general. Because even Logos has capture in Worlds Collide. Well, it had Dexter before, but it has more capture now. So yeah, so Word of Returning is pretty good, and now it'll just be in set with Saurian, which will be very interesting to see, and I think this is a good power boost for Untamed. Okay, next we have Mercy Malkin Queen. This is a 3-power human witch with Skirmish, and after a friendly cat creature enters play, ward it. And when Mercy fights, you ready a friendly beast creature. So she has some synergy with these cats. That's pretty cool. Next we have Wild Bounty. This is an action that says enhance 2 amber pips. So that means that 2 other cards in this deck, well, there will be 2 amber pips placed on cards in this deck, extra amber pips. But they don't go on Wild Bounty. And Wild Bounty says play the next time you play a card this turn, resolve each of its bonus icons an additional time. Now, that can be pretty cool. That can be quite powerful, but in and of itself, it's a total dud. And this really means you have to hope those bonus icons land on cards in Untamed. Yeah, worst case scenario, it's a dud. Probably average scenario, you get 1 amber pip off of it. And sometimes you'll get more, like this. So Mushroom with a View is an artifact, and it has a bonus amber, and in this deck it got a bonus capture, as well as a bonus draw. And its location, and it says Omni, heal 1 damage from each friendly creature. Oh, that's kind of nice that that's Omni. That means you can just do that every turn. Yeah, so that means when you play this, you're going to get an amber, you're going to capture an amber onto a creature you control, and then you're going to draw a card. And then, if it had a play effect, you would do the play effect. That's pretty strong. If you played Wild Bounty before, you get 2 amber, 2 capture, and 2 draw. Savage Clash is an action. With play, destroy each creature except the most powerful enemy creature and the least powerful friendly creature. So this is a most of the way board wipe, similar to Champions Challenge, but you leave the most powerful enemy creature and the least powerful friendly creature. So that's kind of interesting. Resurgence is an action. It has enhance, card bonus, a draw bonus icon, and play, return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. If that creature is a mutant, return another creature from your discard pile to your hand. So you don't get an amber pip on this necessarily, but you get a draw pip somewhere. And it's slightly, I think it's better than regrowth because, well, for 2 reasons. For one, I think a draw bonus icon is better than an amber bonus icon, although they're, well, I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong there, but it's exciting. We'll see. Anyway, but let's assume they're about the same. Then the effect is still better, right? Because you can have just the regrowth effect, or if you return a mutant creature, you can return another creature from your discard pile to your hand, so you can get 2 creatures for it. Reclaimed by Nature is an action with a bonus amber. It says purge an artifact, resolve its bonus icons as if you had played it. That's pretty good. You could use that on your own Mushroom with the View here to get 3 bonus icons, but being able to purge an opponent's artifact straight up is pretty strong, I think. So that seems good. I like it. And there's 2 of those in here. And then we have KeyFrog. This is quite interesting. This is the Insta Forge card that you're getting here in Untamed. It's a 2-power beast with destroyed, forge a key at current cost. This is a pretty interesting development because, well, for one thing, it has a similar situation to Harbinger of Doom as compared to, say, Chota Hazri or I would say KeyFrog is to Key Charge as Chota Hazri is to, or as Harbinger of Doom is to Gateway to Dees. And so there's a chance here that you don't get to forge when you want. That's a risk you run. But it doesn't actually boost the cost at all. So that's pretty nice. And it's definitely, recurable with cards like Resurgence. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. And it's a common, so woohoo. Gloriana's Attendant is a 1-power mutant with enhance, 2 bonus pips, 2 amber pips. And in this case it got a capture icon, which is interesting. But this is roughly equivalent to Dust Pixie, it's just that the pips get distributed around instead of being just on the 1 card. Flumph is a 3-power beast cat with skirmish and fight, give a beast creature 2+1 power counters. That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, that can get out of the hand pretty quickly. And this Flumph, this second Flumph has a capture icon on it. Alright, now on to Saurian. Sacrosaurus is a 6-power mutant dinosaur with 2 armor. It has play, you may exalt Sacrosaurus. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Yeah, that could be pretty good. Monument to Primus is an artifact and location. It has action, move an amber from a friendly creature to another friendly creature. If Consul Primus is in your discard pile, move 1 amber from a creature to another creature instead. So in that case, this could work like a Chant of Hubris. This must be, yeah, this is a special rarity. So that means you can only get this if you have Primus in your deck. I think this deck has 2 Primuses. I don't know, we don't know exactly how the rules work there, if you're guaranteed a monument or not. Interesting. So by the way, Logos has these -bot creatures that it gets. I think there's a Lycobot, a Damobot, a Sacrobot, I think. Anyway, it looks like Saurian's getting a similar thing. So these are just slight variations on a similar creature. So Lycosaurus is a 5-power mutant dinosaur with Skirmish, and play, you may exalt Lycosaurus. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Oh, that's the same play effect, but it has, this one has an extra power and 2 armor compared to this one, which has 5 power only and Skirmish. This one ended up with a capture icon on it. Good of the Many also ended up with a capture icon on it. That's back from Worlds Collide. It says play, destroy each creature that does not share a trait with another creature in its controller's battle line. Pterodactyl, 12-power beast. It enters play stunned. It only deals 4 when fighting, but before fight it deals 4 damage to each neighbor of the creature it's fighting. Humble is an action with a bonus amber. This one got an extra capture icon on it. It says play exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 amber from that creature to the common supply. And wow. The the flavor text is darn you all to Dees. And it is definitely a reference to Planet of the Apes. That's pretty funny. Hedonistic Intent is an action with a bonus amber that says exalt each flank creature. This is kind of crazy because you're exalting your opponent's creatures. If you play this with no creatures on the board, you're going to exalt their creatures and not yours, which is pretty good. There's 2 of these in the deck. And, theoretically, you probably have better ways to mitigate the captured amber, the exalted amber than your opponent does. Galeatops is a 12-power beast that only deals 4 when fighting. So that's continuing that theme. Consul Primus is a 3-powered dinosaur politician with enhance capture icon. And when Consul Primus reaps, you move an amber from a creature to another creature. So this is, factors in with that monument. Interesting. So he doesn't have his own exalt effect. He's good at mitigating other exalt effects. And then we have Axiom of Grisk in here. Play ward a creature, destroy each creature with no amber on it, gain 2 chains. Alright, lastly we have the Sanctum. And this will start off with Mad Prophet Gizelhart. So he is a 4-power leader and priest with no inherent icons, but in this case got an amber pip and a capture pip. And did I say 3 armor? 3 armor. While Mad Prophet Gizelhart is in the center of your battle line, it gains action. Fully heal each non-mutant creature. Gain 1 for each creature healed this way. So for non-mutants, this is like Cleansing Wave. Pretty good. And yeah, Sanctum has a leader. I don't know whether I'm sure other houses will get a leader, maybe not all of them, probably all of them. I don't know whether they'll be the same ones. My guess is that some of them will be the same and some of them will be different. I will be sad if we don't keep Val Jericho, but you never know. And the leaders are rares, so they're less likely to change out. I think in previous sets, the rares were changed out less, for sure, than the commons and uncommons. The commons are the most changed. Spirit's Way. The Spirit's Way, it's an action. When you play it, you destroy each creature with power 3 or higher. I feel like that's a bit counter synergy with this deck, but that's okay. Scrivener Favian is a 3-power mutant with enhance to capture icons, and when you resolve a capture bonus icon, you may choose to steal one instead. That's pretty interesting. I don't know exactly flavorfully what's happening here, except that maybe it's like, hey, she's the one keeping book, so she can alter the ledger to turn a capture into a steal, I guess. But that's pretty interesting. So, yeah, there's 2 of these in this deck, and they each put 2 of those icons on. This second one got a bonus amber icon, which is interesting. But they're also pretty easy to kill. Then we have Gormavom. It's an artifact with a bonus amber, and it's an item, and it has Omni, destroy it, and destroy an artifact. This one, yeah, got a bonus amber from an enhance. It doesn't usually come with that. That's kind of cool. Gizelhart Zealot is a 4-power human knight that enters play ready and enraged. So that's pretty cool. Interesting, no armor there, but it's a zealot, so it's out there. It wants to do work. I also find it just thematically interesting, Gizelhart being a snake, I think. I don't know if Gizelhart is the snake or if Gizelhart is this little dude, but I suspect he's the snake. And that's just kind of weird because, traditionally, iconography for knights is like a lot of lions and stuff. I think of Lionheart, not snake. So that's pretty interesting. We have 3 Gizelhart Zealots in here. Then we have General Salvador. Exalvador is a 4-power human knight with 2 armor and enhance 2 capture icons. It's going to be good with the Scriveners. And then we have Font of the Eye. It's an artifact and location with Omni. If an enemy creature was destroyed this turn, a friendly creature captures 1 amber. Then we have Fangs of Gizelhart. This is an action with a bonus amber, and this one ended up with a capture icon as well. And it has play, purge the most powerful creature. That's probably going to tend to be good against Saurian. And then, lastly, we have Commandeer. This is an action with a bonus amber that says for the remainder of the turn, after you play another card, a friendly creature captures 1 amber. So, Sanctum still very much in the capture business, but potentially turning that capture into some steal as well. Very aggressive with those zealots. Saurian, doing Saurian things, sometimes exalting opponent's creatures, which is kind of interesting. The whole Sacro Lyco Demo thing, I'll be interested to see how that turns out. I feel like that's them starting to play around with, more with procedurally generated cards. And in Worlds Collide, we got the Brews and the Blasters, which kind of worked that way. But in this case, this is actually applied to a creature. So that's just interesting. Obviously, it's a particular creature. It's not like it can go on anything, but it's interesting. And I think when you open this up compared to like a Worlds Collide deck, it's just so different, right? Even if you don't get Sanctum, it's just like, wow, it's different stuff. And then Untamed. Yeah, Untamed I feel a little more aggressive than Worlds Collide. I like it. And think it has some good possibilities. So I think that was rapidly ever-changing Sadao. I'll be doing these. I went a little long, but there are a lot of new cards in here. I'll be doing these for the other mass mutation decks that got fed to us as well. So should be fun. Thanks, and hope you enjoyed. Get out there. Well, don't get out there yet. If you're watching this while the while the shelter in place is still going on, but do get online or find someone in your household and forge some keys.